Yeah, it's extremely painful. My wife quite a few times has tried to drag me to the ER, but I've kind of refused because I feel like I'm kind of wasting people's time a little bit.
With COVID stressing hospitals, elective surgeries now in both Washington and Idaho have been postponed. Many surgeries, though, that are considered elective are actually life-changing.
Now people with debilitating conditions have to wait. We are hearing one man's story about how his surgery is now impacting his quality of life. Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 6 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
And I'm Whitney Ward. So the current spike in COVID hospitalizations has now forced local hospitals to postpone all elective surgeries. Multiple hospitals, including multi-care, have canceled procedures in recent weeks as hospitalizations from COVID remain high.
And just earlier tonight, Providence announced all non-emergency surgeries and procedures have been paused. They said it's, quote, directly influenced by the large number of people hospitalized with COVID-19 and significant staffing issues, unquote. Providence goes on to say they will work with each patient on a case-by-case basis to reschedule. And we may think of elective surgeries as minor. However, our Ian Smay talked to one man who's been directly impacted by this pause. And Ian, it sounds like this delay is causing him and his family a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Larry Knight is an Air Force veteran who was scheduled to undergo the first of 3 procedures in getting his colon removed. But due to the surge in coronavirus cases, he now has to wait until at least October. And as he told me earlier today, it's not only having a negative impact on his life, it's also causing difficulties for his wife and kids. Larry Knight lives in Medical Lake with his wife and 3 kids after spending 10 years in the United States Air Force. He had to leave due to medical reasons, and he now spends most of his time at home.
Yeah, it's extremely frustrating and it's almost like a gut punch. This is drastically affecting my life. I'm pretty well stuck just in town due to having to be so close to a bathroom all the time.
Larry suffers from ulcerative colitis and isn't responding to medication. Because of this, he needs to get his colon removed, which will take 3 separate surgeries. He was scheduled to have the first procedure done at Providence's Holy Family Hospital on September 24th. But then he got a heart-crushing phone call.
Extremely frustrating. I'll put it very mildly, yes. I was extremely pissed off.
The hospital told Larry his first operation would be postponed until at least October 15th. Until then, he's dealing with pain and taking medication that makes him immunocompromised. He and his wife are fully vaccinated, and he's had a booster. Their 3 kids are in school, and now the family has to worry about Larry possibly getting COVID while he awaits surgery.
My oldest son has been saying, too, that he's concerned about catching it as well and bringing it home, and so has my daughter in middle school, too. So it feels like we're all kind of walking on eggshells because we don't know what's going to happen.
The worry doesn't end at the first procedure either. Larry says they also have to worry about illness between the 3 procedures. The whole process until full recovery will take about a year. Until the current coronavirus spike dies down and Larry can get in for his surgeries, his life is on hold, as are his family's.
My wife's having to do all the stuff I would normally do, grocery runs, just little outs. We've got 3 kids, so she's got to worry about busing them everywhere too, and she works over at Hallett as well, so she's got to balance between that and having to get everything done.
Knight says that when he is able to go out to shop or run other errands, he still has to be very cautious. He says he and his family have to carefully pick where he can go based on how well people are following masking rules and other precautions. In the newsroom, Ian Smay, KREM 2 News.